Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets. Okay, so I have like a little opening message, and then I have then we're gonna get into the oracle cards. We actually don't have tarot out today, so we're just gonna do just oracle card messages today. There is this energy of, and I do think this like beginning message definitely ties into this message right here. So there is a shift in power. There's not only a shift in power happening within your interpersonal relationships and within your interpersonal life, your close life, but in the collective as well. There's shifts in power. There's people vying for power. And I do think that you are going to be feeling the shifting of energy, this reversal of who's on top. Because I was getting this energy out, and I can feel it in my throat chakra. It almost did not want me to speak and say that. Because I was literally just about to say, there is an energy here. And I do believe it's a person. I do believe that for the majority of you, it could be a woman. But this woman is in masculine energy. This person is a person who, this is the person we've been talking about a lot here on the channel, that person that compares themselves to you, that person that is always putting themselves in contrast to you, that person that is always putting themselves, because I'm seeing two people together, and then I'm seeing one person be zoop, and make them your, not, I don't want to say your enemy, but kind of just that kind of we're at polar opposites kind of energy. And there is this energy here of, if this isn't an actual person around you, it could just be an energy that's around you that spirit is trying to help you to overcome. There is this switch in power, right? There is this realigning of your power within yourself, which means that there are going to be people, places, things from your past that you gave your power to, that you're drawing your power back into yourself, drawing your power, sovereign energy back into yourself, right? As you are re-empowering yourself, there will be things in your life that want to try to step up and reclaim that energy power, because they do not want to function without. They do not, that dynamic, when energy is going in a certain direction, it takes time to stop the energy flow from flowing in that direction and to reverse energy, right? To take it back or to remove energy. And it creates this kind of wait a minute, I'm seeing somebody inside of a house. Or it's I'm seeing two people. One is on one side of the door. One is on the other side of the door. And one person is you. You're outside the door. You're constantly knocking and knocking and knocking. Can you let me in? 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 And the other person is always on the other side of the door with their hand on the knob, just sitting there. This person, these places, these things, this energy, it feeds off of you constantly showing up, constantly giving energy, despite the fact that this energy does not give something back to you, right? So you're constantly showing up to this job. You're constantly showing up for these friends. You're constantly showing up for these family members. You're constantly showing up for these lovers, for these whoever, for this cause, for this thing, and it's not giving back to you, or you're constantly showing up for this paradigm. You're constantly showing up for these addictions. You're constantly showing up for whatever it is, right? Whatever it is that you have this codependency with. It is a codependent and a ill attachment that you have to this thing, this person, this energy, whatever it is, this habit, whatever it is. And you are constantly there giving it energy while it gives nothing back except possibly the energy of abandonment, isolation, right? That's the energy. You give kindness, love, showing up, your presence, and it is constantly giving you nothing in return, or it's giving you the energy of get away, stop, get back, no, I don't want you, which keeps you in this constant pushing you away, and then you trying to push forward, and then you pushing away, and you trying to push forward, this push and pull. And when one force finally says no, and it breaks free of that bound, and the other force is just kind of wait a minute, I'm used to there being resistance. Wait a minute, I'm used to you constantly sitting there on the other side of the door, knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking. And it's like, they don't hear your knocking. You finally said, forget it. You know what? I'm not trying to force this anymore. I'm not trying to make this happen anymore. I'm not showing up for nothing anymore. I'm walking away. And you've walked away. You've turned your back and you've walked away and you're walking down the street. You know, and now here this person is at the door like, wait, what? Are they not there? They go to the window, they look, they're like, oh, they're not there. Well, surely they'll show up. Surely they'll show up. Surely they'll show up. Surely they'll show up. For some of them, if this is like a person, this person could start opening the door. This person could start, hey, collective. Hey, collective. I opened the door. Hey, hey, hey. I know you always wanted that relationship. Hey, hey. I know you always wanted to be friends. Hey, hey. I know that you always wanted me to show up for you and be a decent family member to you, but hey, hey. So be aware that that is the kind of vibe of the energy right now. As you are drawing your personal your personal empowerment into yourself, there are going to be things, people, places that are trying to extend that energy back out, you know. But keep in mind, 616 was down on the clock when I said that. Keep in mind, okay, that this thing only extended its energy once you took your energy back. And be aware of the fact that many of these people, these places, these things, they're only reaching out to you. They're only trying to create a connection with you because they miss the way things used to be, right? I was getting that energy earlier where it was like, if it was just like a specific person, there's a person here that's like, I miss the old you. I miss the you that was quiet. I miss the you that just gave me whatever I wanted. I miss the you that never expected me to show up. I miss the you that wasn't speaking out, that didn't know your truth, that wasn't seeking personal empowerment, that wasn't on this spiritual awakening journey or on this journey to create a business or on this journey to find your purpose in life. I liked you when you were lost. I liked you when you were helpless. I liked you when you were quiet. I liked you when you were meek. I liked you when you were overly humble. I liked you when you were more insecure, right? I liked you when you had all that weight, or before I liked you before you lost all that weight or before you gained that weight in the right way that you wanted to. I liked you when you were sick. I liked you when you were depressed. I liked you when you were down and out. I don't like this new version of you that's healthy and wealthy and doing better for yourself. And that right there lets you know everything that you need to know about this person, about this energy, about this place. It liked you when you were weak. It liked you when you were dimming yourself to fit into the box that it wanted to put you in. So remind yourself of that, okay? Right now, some of you might really, okay? You might be expanding your knowledge. You might be writing, journaling, okay? You might be going to therapy. You might be reading books, taking a class, getting a certification. There's some kind of up-leveling of your intelligence, of your knowledge that you're doing right now, even if it's going inside of yourself. It could be going to therapy, going to counseling, there is some kind of up-leveling of yourself that you're doing right now, right? For some of you, even could be writing a book or writing poetry or making art or making something, making a product, doing something, right? Putting your skills and your use of the universe into work, right? You're mastering yourself. You are going into your master energy, right? You're mastering your healing. You're mastering yourself. Some of you definitely could be working with high vibrational energies or entities. You could be working with ascended masters right now. I just heard Jesus, but I heard it pronounced like Jesus. So for some of you, you could have Hispanic descent. Okay. And spirit went, and this with this 33 that right behind it is followed by 22 here. Okay. Watch out for repeating letter numbers 776688. I'm hearing 2233. Look for any of those numbers. Those are synchronistic numbers for you right now. Initiation by fire, right? You are being protected and you are being, I'm hearing reassembled. So for a lot of you might have felt like you went through this great, unalignment. I want to say disalignment with things that no longer serve you, right? You realizing that the things that Spirit was taking away, the habits, the wants, the desires, the relationships that Spirit was taking away from you really didn't serve your highest purpose, that they were serving as distractions, that they never really served your highest purpose, but that they were, like I said, they were things that you were clinging to, they were relationships that you were codependent in, they were habits and addictions and things that no longer serve you. And as you are cleansing yourself away with this initiation by fire, right? You are, after you have gone through this cleansing, you're going through this refilling, right? So it's kind of Spirit showing me them emptying your cup, right? And then filling it back up, right? With self-empowerment, with knowledge, with understanding. So Spirit is reminding you to stay grounded, go outside, do your meditations, do your journaling, be mindful of, like keep up with your water, be mindful of the types of food that you're consuming, the people, the media, what you're around right now, who you're around right now. All of that is very important because you are being filled. 9:47 down on the real-time clock. And today is the 27th of July, so it's 7:27. Be mindful of that as well. And keep yourselves open to miraculous occurrences, the signs and symbols, having a divine experience. And Spirit is reminding you, do not be afraid to be powerful. Look at this. Look at this where I stopped. It's on the initiation. Come on now. Come on now. Crossing the threshold. You are walking through this dark night, but look what's on the other side. Huh? You're at this threshold. You're at this place of empowerment. And as you are, and then look what's all around, all these snakes and things, right? In the darkness. They're right there at the threshold to say, hey, right? There's all these snakes. Look, there's all of this like glitter. There's this lightning here that might be causing fear. There's all these snakes, 12:21 down on the clock. There's all these like snakes kind of energy that is like right here by the doorway that could represent people, places, things that are trying to call you back, trying to tempt you out from walking out of that door. There also is, look at all these kind of crystals and jewels that are right here at the entranceway. There could be distractions that are trying to come in. Okay? The temptation is the biggest right here as you're going through that portal, as you are going to this new place on the other side. But you are, right? But what are you doing? Answer the call. Answer the call. You're answering the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Because look, your soul is calling you. See, there's the cave in the background back there. Your soul is calling you to come out of the cave. To come out of the cave, to face the sun, right? That's what your soul is calling you to do, is to make this passage, right? Go through this portal, okay? Your ancestors, spirits, guides are here telling you, I'm here, I'm helping you. I'm helping to guide you through this passageway, through this long journey, through this hero's journey that you're going on, right? Going on that journey from the Fool to the World card, right? Through the major arcana of the tarot. Going on this Fool's journey, going on the hero's journey of self-realization, of ascension, right? Come, awakening. Come on now. You heard what Spirit said. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being. Integration. Yeah. That's what's happening here. That's what this is. That's what this calling is. That's what you're going through right now. And Spirit says they understand it's not the easiest road to trek. But yeah, and you might have this energy here. What did I say? That lightning energy, this no energy. Like, no, don't. Right? As you're ascending up that staircase, we've been getting a lot of that imagery here recently with the pinnacle, ascending to the pinnacle, ascending to your knowledge, the higher knowledge, right? You might have these distractions, this fear coming up, right? Because something about this lightning is giving me this fear, right? Because that's what it's doing back here, right? You're ascending to the pinnacle, to the pyramid that's back there. But there's this storm here in your way, just like there's this storm, this lightning here. But also the lightning is about tower moments, right? That lightning bolt hitting the top of that tower, hitting the top, that pinnacle of that archway, right? These tower moments of realization that are issuing in, lighting your way out of the darkness. There's something here about transmuting your fear. And look at the way that this fell down here with this heightened awareness, right? Make peace with your thoughts and your world. Legacy, technology, progress, expect acceleration, right? As you make peace, as you choose peace, as you walk forward in peace, as you walk forward in the legacy, this is the legacy that your spirit guides are leaving behind to you, is this elevated understanding, right? Is this awakening, is being a sovereign being onto yourself that is not controlled by your devil energy, by your ego, right? That is not being controlled by friends, family, codependent relationships, maladaptive, habits or coping mechanisms, right? This is the way to your freedom, the way to your true awakening, the way to opening your eyes and seeing things forward, right? But there is some kind of energy here of like you being like, oh, look at all that lightning, look at all that storm, like I don't want to walk into it, like it's scary, no, I don't, I want to run away from this. This could even be, like I said, we were talking here about people trying to get in your way, things from your past saying, wait, stop, no, postpone, don't go, right? I talked about that earlier, right? This storm picking up here, right as you are ascending, this kind of storm appearing along your pathway, right? This devil energy popping up along your pathway, but that is meant to happen because you are meant to face, right? It keeps coming up that the only way to get to it is to go through it, right? The only way to get to it is to go through it. Do not be afraid. Be not afraid, right? New things can be very intimidating. Things, this is a feeling. These are feelings. This is true love. That feeling of true love, that feeling of safety, that feeling of discernment, that feeling of I'm powerful and I am in control of my life. For many of you, you've never truly experienced what that really feels like. And you were going through this ascension of understanding now of, it feels like a lot of responsibility, or it feels like a lot on my plate. It's easier to just have somebody else just tell me what to do. But that's what you've been taught, right? That's the way that you have been taught. And there is this kind of wait, pause, say no energy, right? I really feel like for a lot of you, this is something, not only is it something external, but it's giving me this kind of like really triggered, like mirroring energy where somebody is mirroring this kind of fear energy within you, right? But it's also giving me this vibe of it is this external thing that put this fear energy inside of you. So you are being asked to look into the mirror and place that energy where it belongs. Like, no, those are your fears. Those are your expectations. That's your fear that everything is going to go wrong. That's your fear that you can't step into your dreams and follow. That's your fear that you can't embrace yourself and be who you are. That's not me. That's the old paradigm and the old consciousness trying to pull me backwards. That's not me. That's not who I truly am. That's not what my soul truly wants me to know. Your guidance is divinely guided with Shakasha here. You are being guided by by loved ones on the other realm, by your spirits, by your ancestors. Hello, the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You know what to do. Your higher self, your Akashic records, they're there, right? You're being guided to the pyramid. Step into this place of power. Step into the light. Allow yourself to look. Come on. Council of Light, help us in the subtle realm. You've got divine masters, divine source energy up there helping you, guiding you, reminding you. You've got your higher self with that Akashic record. You've got your higher self guiding you, your oversoul guiding you, God's source energy guiding you. Because I just, just look at this. Look at how it's all dark and it's all dark and gloomy and I'm not sure. But then look, your soul is guiding you to all this lighter vibrational energy here. Right? This light is, it's guiding you out of this dark night, out of this night energy, into the light energy. Right? And even here, with this moon in the background, even the night is going to appear more light. There's like more light energy here, right? It's this kind of relieving of this heaviness off of your back. Exactly. You're being protected. Spirit is eclipsing these things that no longer serve you out of your life. Come on now. Call back your power. Call back your power. Soul retrieval. Come on now. Come on now. Let's get some words from the masters. Spirit is telling you to not be drugged down by this low vibrational energy, by these temptations of the darkness. I'm hearing irritation. Some people might be being used to bring up irritation within you or to bring up misguidance or like a low vibrational energy from within you. I was going to say, this is taking some time. Look what popped out, and it popped out in a very interesting way. It popped out with gifted one, revealing hidden talents, opportunities to shine. Initiatory experience. Your current situation is initiating your gift, another initiation energy. And Hathor with the light activation. Acceleration, brilliance, stand in your light. Again, with the light beings. You have light with this light transmission. You have these light beings, like I said, with that council of light. You have these light beings here, these higher vibrational, these higher dimensional entities coming forward to tell you, yes, come on now. Right? You have these gifts, you have these abilities, you have everything inside of you that you need to know, right? On how to elevate yourself out from your past, understand, have the understanding that what you're going through now is initiating these gifts, is initiating, right? So you have these gifts here that you're going through this awakening to understand. Okay? This elevation through darkness, is initiating your, this initiatory experience. I just keep on saying initiating. Come on. Karmic release. Come on now. You are releasing this karma. The end of a cycle. Debts are paid. Choose your destiny. Spirit is saying choose to go forward with this initiatory experience that you are experiencing right now. That you are going through this great karmic release, that you are answering your soul. What is your soul calling you to do? To release this karma, to go through this so that you can have an awakening. Because look at the 2 crescent moons here in the awakening and the releasing of karma. In this cycle of releasing karma, right, it is initiating and awakening your soul. Right? And you've done this before. Spirit said you've done it before. You've done it many times before. So pull down from that power. Pull from that place of understanding. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay? Stand in your light. Light activation. Again, with the age of light, right? Light transmission, light activation. And again, I kept talking about this light energy. It's like this activation of this lighter energy, this light energy, this light being energy. Holy union and sacred vessel. You are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. Soul connection, romantic opportunity. That's just a little aside playing on the background back there. Right? But it is this kind of energy of like, you know, you have these karmic soulmate energies that you're disconnecting from, that you've learned your lesson from, that you're disconnecting from. And Spirit is telling you, continue to disconnect, continue to push forward, continue to do what you know that you need to do, to not be afraid of these experiences, right? Do not be afraid to be powerful. Do not be afraid to take back your power. And with this light transmission, wounds healed, important information, charging up. You're going through this experience right now. And then look, light activation again. Light transmission, light activation, light activation. A call to action, power surge, earth mission, exactly. Do not forget why you're here. You are here to elevate, to burn off this karma, to learn through your lessons, to elevate yourself as a soul. To not let the 3D distract you from at a soul level, what is the most important, which is your elevation as a soul. Your elevation. There's more to life than just this life you're living right now. And that is the kind of poison. I'm hearing them say it's the poison of the 3D. Like it's like this blanket of disassociation, or this blanket of unawareness is what they're saying. But that doesn't really make grammatical sense. But anyway, there's this blanket of unawareness that's put over you in the 3D because it's like, I need to see it right in front of my eyes. What's in front of my eyes is the most important. And Spirit says it's not. Although the 3D will make you believe that the only thing that really matters is what is material world right in front of you. It's not. The higher lesson, right? The higher lesson is awakening. The higher mission is this light energy, this light work that you're doing, right? So a lot of you have been doing the shadow work so that you can initiate yourself into this light work. And Spirit just wants to remind you, spiritual force field, you are being protected. You are safe. Again, right? Protection. Right? And with this great gathering, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. So trust and have faith that you are on the right path. Okay. Speaking of light work, let's get the Light Worker Oracle and get some cards from it, because it definitely has something to say. All right, Spirit. Ooh, my goodness gracious. Look at this. Seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. But it's 44. Angel number 44 is my big you are protected energy. And look at this. Look at this woman. Look out here. She's like down, and then she's being risen up into the light. From a level of subservience, from a level of head down, eyes closed, face covered, to rising up and looking up, right? I'm having to cover that up because she has her boobie out. But Spirit says you are being protected to this elevation. First ray of power. Come on now. Because you're being guided to remember, right? To look up, right? I just talked about that. To look up and remember. Remember that it's more than just this world right here in front of you, that it's the cosmos, that it's the higher being, that it's your higher self, that you are more than just this flesh being, right? To remember that It is this position always of spirit to put you in a place of self-empowerment. Right? That's why God freely gives to us. You are a part of the eternal soul. Right? And perfect love and perfect trust is what I just heard, right? Exactly. But for many of us, it's hard to remember what this perfect love and perfect trust is, which is why we are brought here, occurring this karma and, brought into a karmic cycle of healing, of understanding, of returning to that perfect love and perfect trust, to oneness with source energy. I think there's one more in here. Okay, eternal nails. Again. Oh, and divine feminine. Beautiful. And family. Come on now. Family of light. The light energy. Light, light, light. Bringing this light energy here. Bringing this light energy here to the divine feminine energy. Bringing a harmony here, right? A harmony between shadow and light, and harmony inside of yourself between your masculine, your feminine, your light and your shadow self, between your ego and your 3D body and your spirit self, right? Remembering that you have the gifts, that you have everything that you need within yourself, to go within yourself. And that doesn't mean that you won't experience like guidance, but, and speaking of that, Dark Angel came out. Oh my gosh. And if you read inside the book, this Dark Angel is about how you have an angel that is leading you through the darkness, right? So you have this angel, you have a guardian angel, you have an ascended master. Come on now. Come on now. Cosmic heart, cosmic Christ. For some of you, it is like this divine masculine, higher Christ consciousness energy. And of course, 3232 right down the clock when I said that. And of course, Christ is not just one man. Jesus is the name that we know him, is the most recent known version of this energy, right? That's why we call it Christ consciousness, because that's how we know him. But he is known by many other names and many other places and many other civilizations, by many other beings, right? But there is this energy here of this higher elevation, right? This wanting of the higher divine masculine to heal the divine feminine, right? And the want for the divine feminine to heal the divine masculine. This kind of peace, love, and harmony balance that is wanting to be birthed here. Again, there's this kind of city of light, this place of light. And again, Spirit is saying that they will guide you to this. And I mean, for some of you, this is definitely more, specifically religious. This is like that place of salvation, to heaven, to whatever you want to believe it is, let it resonate as it does for you. Okay? But Spirit is saying you are being guided here. If you, and of course, Spirit said, I haven't forgotten you, with this other card down here. Now that's if you take it to a more spiritual or more specifically religious. However you find peace, however you found faith, however it works for you, I'm happy for you, okay? And if you want to take it to the more star being, interdimensional kind of place, Spirit said we can take it there too. Star child, right? You are being helped through this energy here. Through this energy of remembering your sacred gifts, of remembering who you are. Hmm. Okay. There's more message here with the star child here. I was trying to gather it just from the card, but and perhaps that is like there's more here, there's more for you to learn. Keep doing your research, keep pushing yourself to the next level, keep questioning the old paradigms and changing the way your viewpoint, keep changing, keep learning yourself more, opening yourself up more. Spirit said don't forget to to just take a break energy. Don't forget to keep like a good balance in resting and replenishing yourself, as well as working and doing what doing what you need to do, pushing yourself forward. But again, there is this kind of energy here because we talked about that, right? That emotion, that waking up with this water imagery. We kept talking about that earlier, about how this water imagery was coming in, this return of the waters, this return of divine feminine energy, this return of, even like with the age of Aquarius coming in, it's more of this return of this much more of this kind of water energy flowing to our part of the universe, right? This kind of return of this, because Spirit has explained this, this age of darkness, age of light, age of darkness, age of light is kind of like waves washing up on the shore, right? The tide comes in and floods the universe and floods different parts of the universe with a lot of energy, a lot of growth, a lot of innovation, a lot of revolution, a lot of change, a lot of enlightenment. The great ages of enlightenment have always been in the ages of Aquarius, right? So, and then the kind of tides kind of come back out, and then we usually go into some kind of dark age. We are coming out of a dark age, and moving into this age of Aquarius, moving into this age of understanding, of light, of a new years of enlightenment, right? And Spirit is saying, like, you are feeling this urge to go inside and allow this more feminine energy, this water energy, allow the waters to rush in, allow the water. Don't be afraid to go and dive in and swim in these waters, right? Is that it will get easier. They might feel cold. It might feel scary. It might feel, these are emotions that you've never allowed, that you've never really looked at before. These are feelings that you've never allowed to come to the surface. These are events that you block out of your memory, that Spirit is telling you, go get the help that you need. Go do the counseling. Go do the journaling. Go do the spirit trips. Go do the ayahuasca in the jungle somewhere. Go and do what you need to do. Okay, so that you can go through this initiation, because there is only way to get through it, to get to it, is to go through it. And that's what Spirit is telling you right now. Do not be afraid of these waters rushing in. Do not be afraid of the waves coming in and washing in the shore. That if, in fact, right, that it is, like I said before, Spirit said they emptied your cup. Right? Or all of that energy before was emptying that energy out of your cup. It was always one way. It was always you pouring out your energy to other people, to other things that never filled you back up. Spirit is saying, let me fill your cup. Let me fill your cup. Because Spirit is showing me now that they're like a person at a party and they're coming around. They're like, don't you want to drink? You're like, no. They're like, can I fill up your water? No. Or you're at a restaurant or something, and they're like, don't you want to fill up your water? You're like, no. But you're coughing. Oh, my throat's so dry. Oh, my throat's so dry. Would you like some water? No. Would you like some water? No, thank you. And Spirit's like, let me fill up that cup. Let me fill up your cup. Let me come into your life. Let me spill these waters, these rejuvenating waters into your life. Let the light spill into your life. Right? Many of you are being told, let go of the shadow energy from the past and allow this lighter energy, this more playful, this more loving, this more expansive energy to come into your life. Absolutely, because we have this dance with life energy here. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Right? Look, there you are in the desert, in the arid desert, and Spirit is saying, do something to change this. If spirit only brings in discomfort into your life to show you that you do not have to stay in discomfort, right? Discomfort, bad things happening, is only ever an inspiration for us to search for what's better, what's truly better for us. It is always an inspiration, not to get settled in, not to think, well, I guess my life's just shit. I guess I should just get used to to my life being to me being in discomfort. No, spirit is telling you discomfort is always an inspiration to go find something better, right? Karma is never a punishment. It is always something to inspire you to do better, right? Spirit brings these karmic situations, these karmic people into your life to inspire you to know that you deserve better, that you deserve to be better, to feel better, to take care of yourself better, to be more aware of who and what and where you're giving your energy to. You deserve more. You deserve better. You deserve to be in this playful, loving, light energy, and spirit is saying release it. With all this full moon energy back here, release it. Right? Because spirit is saying when you get tired of being in this desert, you will take this leap. And you will understand that I am here to catch you. That the waters are coming in or rushing in to catch you. Look how his arms are spread wide open. Take that leap of faith. And understand that spirit is here and will hold you and will support you. Take that leap of faith. Right? Because your soul is calling you to go to this awakening for a reason. It is where you're supposed to be. God doesn't want any of us to exist in suffering. So go towards. You are being supported. You have this council, this family of light, these divine masters and spirits and angels and ancestors and divine beings and, gods, goddesses, whoever it is that you pray to, whoever it is that, you have this whole council of people that are here helping you to tell you it's okay. We know that you're scared. We know that you've never felt what true love was before. You've never felt what it really like to be in a positive, loving relationship. You've never felt what it felt like to work for a company who really loved you and really cared about you. You've never known what it felt like to be your own boss and to be your own sovereign person. You've never known that energy, and we know that it can be scary. We know that it can be intimidating, but now is your time. Now is your time to take that leap and to re-empower yourself, to call back your power, to call back your energy, and do what you must. Last guiding words from the masters, please. Last guiding words from the masters. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Paradigm shift. They know that it's difficult, that it's hard, but keep pushing yourself forward. You're going through this light activation of your light body right now, of your energy body, of this feminine energy within you. You're probably feeling this urge to go towards this. It's definitely echoing in a lot of things, including politics right now. Activation to grow, make the necessary change. Right? To grow, make the necessary change. Don't be afraid of the divine knowledge, the higher learning that you're being called to participate in right now. Knowing yourself better, realizing the world, knowing the world better, knowing the truths of the universe right now. Spirit is calling you to do that, to go on this divine mission of knowledge, of understanding, to answer your spiritual calling, to have faith that you are being guided forward in your faith and that you are protected. That's Archangel Michael right there. You are being guided forward and protected through these breakthroughs, through these moments of divine inspiration, through these moments of understanding that you are gathering from the information from. So be open to the people, the places, the things, the knowledge Start putting it together. Start making your crazy boards. They're showing me, that meme where it's like Charlie from It's Always Sunny, where he has like all the different pictures, and like the red string is like, like everything's connected, man. Like, go ahead, go, go ahead and go. Connect it all up. Make it make sense for you. Sacred connection, synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. Come on now. You are understanding and putting into work these karmic lessons that you are going through. Put them into work in your life. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. I almost said, don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Fear not of this knowledge. Fear not of your evolution. Fear not of allowing the past to die, of allowing the old to go. Come on now. Transcend fear. Facing fear leads to fearlessness. Embrace your power. Do not be afraid of these moments, of these tower moments, of these moments of storm that come in your life, of these moments when you feel like the world is telling you no. Do not be afraid of these moments. Face them with fearlessness. Right? Because look how these two mounds right here, don't they look like broken off? They look like two towers. It reminds me of the moon card, right? It's kind of usually like the water in between, the water that's normally in between, but the moon is in the background back here, right? With the two towers here, right? And the lightning, it's like the lightning has already struck and these towers have crumbled down. But the storm is still there. Do not fear. Do not be afraid of ascending to your power, to your place of power. Right? Do not give in to fear. Push yourself forward. Transcend this fear that is limiting your forward movement right now. Transcend your fear of the unknown. Right? Because with this Moat, divine intervention, do not be afraid of these divine interventions, of these moments that pop up that tell you go a different direction, or think about it a different way. Think about doing it with a different person. Think about, there's something here about like relearning and understanding, having a deeper understanding of words or names of symbols, something like that. Right now, some of you might be being guided to look into like sacred geometry. There's something here about like understanding the base elements, or the base particles, or it's like the way the universe actually really works. I know this is for me, and I hope you know what it is for you, okay? Divine intervention. Weigh your options, choose the highest good. Come on now. Right? Divine scales of justice are trying to come into your life and balance things and harmonize, to temper yourself in this face of your fear. Lean in to the fact that you have faith that Spirit is protecting you and guiding you in the right direction. Choose your highest good. Divine emergence. Be seen. Let the world know your gifts. Come on now. Come on, just go wrap it up in a little bow at the very end, like Spirit always does, right? We talked about your gifts opening up, your understanding of the world opening up. Do not be afraid of this gifts, of these knowledge, of this expansion, right? I knew when I first opened up, and when my gifts first started opening up, and I started having my clairaudience, and I started getting the messages and receiving the downloads and recognizing what was really happening. Like when my clairaudience started to develop, I legit went through a few days of being like, am I having a psychotic break? Like I'm hearing voices in my head. Like, am I having some kind of early onset schizophrenia? Like, what's happening? But then when the voices were telling me this was going to happen, or that, like this is happening, that's happening, and then it would actually show up and actually happen. When Spirit would be like, look over here, or turn on the radio, or read that book, and then it would lead to this whole spiritual awakening. I'm like, nah, fam. Okay, nah, fam. Because the voices are telling me to do things that are actually improving my life, right? And it's not just things that I can see. It's not just psychosis. Like and the fact of the matter that I'm questioning whether or not I'm insane is like, yeah, Like people who actually are having psychotic breaks don't question the illusions and the things that they see, right? They're just like, yeah. And I guess and I guess somebody from the outside might look at me and be like, you're not questioning the illusions. Like I did at first, but I don't anymore. But I don't anymore because of the direct evidence that not only me, but other people have seen in my life. So, you know, when that voice tells you this is going to happen and then it happens, you're like, okay, like this is legit. This is legit. And again, at the end of the day, I know that there are a lot of people out there. I've seen, not a lot of people, but I have seen some people out there making videos and making content about spiritual psychosis. And it is a thing, right? There are people out there who are just talking, just saying things, just using hit words or using popular words. People who are trying to infiltrate into the spiritual community, like there always have been. There have always been people, you guys, who have seen spirituality, religious energy, you know, your eternal soul as a place of coming in and trying to take power. That's nothing new, right? It's nothing new. They're just new words. They're just using new words. You know, it used to be things like, I am the only place for your eternal salvation. If you don't come to me, to this building, to this church, to me, to confess your sins, then you'll burn forever in hell. That's not new. That's not new. People using those keywords, using those things to try to bastardize what it really means. That's not new. People have been doing that from the beginning of time. As long as there is a position of power, there will be those who seek that power, whether to use it for good, for self-aggrandizement, or to use it for evil. It's not new. It's nothing new, you guys. Okay, so you know it's not a new thing. Keep that in mind, because for some of you, you might have been feeling a little bit like me, where you're just kind of like, oh, seriously. Like I know I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were talking about what is his name? Machine Gun Kelly and what is her name? I can think of her face right now. The girl from she originally blew up because she was in like Megan Fox. Thank you, Megan Fox. How they did the whole we're twin flames thing. Like, please stop, please stop. You're not. But there are a lot of people out there using those buzzwords, using those things that they're hearing in the spiritual community. It's all a part of it. Okay, it always happens, right? Yeah, so Spirit is saying right now the cream will rise to the top. So allow those people who are fake, who are phonies, they will filter themselves out. Eventually, they will be seen for who they are. Do not preoccupy or distract yourself with those people. The cream will rise to the top. So focus on yourself, work on yourself, and you will be that cream that rises to the top. Don't worry about the rest. Don't worry about the rest. Everything will sort itself out. Believe in the divine plan. Is another little message that Spirit wants you to participate in. Believe in the divine plan. Okay? Whoo-wee. All right, you guys. I'm loving all these beautiful messages that we're getting here. I mean, not that we haven't been getting like beautiful messages, but I know there for a while in my channel, we were talking about a lot of karmic energy, a lot of karmic people. And I understand that, you know, there are people that are on different stages of their journey. There are some people who are still in their limerent stage of their journey. There are people who are still dealing with karmic energies. There are people who are still stuck in karmic cycles. And then there are some people who are, you know, elevating, moving on beyond those karmic cycles, you know, returning that energy to themselves. There's stuff on my channel for everybody, whatever stage you're at your journey. Okay. So let it be what it is. And I just kind of let it be what it is. But I'm really happy because the majority of the messages, like echoing in my life, I am moving away from those karmic energies, away from that, and more into the light energy. So it feels beautiful. I hope that you guys are experiencing that beautiful blossoming, washing in of those emotions, washing in. And of course, not all of the emotions that are going to wash in are going to feel great. But if they don't feel great, that means there's healing to do. Heal them. Address it so you can move on, so that you can focus more on the good energy that does feel good, right? Heal it, address it, let it go. Heal it, address it, let it, address it, heal it, let it go. Address it, heal it, let it go. Move on to the next. Move on to the next. Right? And I do feel like for a lot of you, Spirit is saying like, let go of this time of shadow work. Let go of it and allow yourself to pat yourself on the back, to be like, look at all this I've healed. That's amazing. Because sometimes on this healing journey, we can get caught up in this whole like shadow work, just digging into ourselves, analyzing ourselves, right? Let it go sometime. Let it go. Now is a time for peace, prosperity, abundance, growth. It's not a time to be digging up the roots. It's a time to let it sit, to water it. There will be a time again in the future to dig up the weeds or to do that shadow work. Now is a more of a time of you shifting into doing more light work. So allow that shift to happen, right? Thank you guys so very much for being here with me. I really appreciate it as always. I love you guys so very, very much. Thank you. Do the YouTube things, like, share, subscribe, comment down below if this made a difference for you or if you just have something to say. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. Thank you to your angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, messengers, masters, and guides. All right. Thank them for guiding you here to receive this message. I hope it gave you the love, light, or clarity that you were looking for. All right. Thank you to my angels, spirits, guardians, ancestors, masters, and guides. I appreciate them as always for helping me to deliver this message as well as keeping me safe while I did so. If you guys feel guided to get a personal reading from me, my contact information is down below. As always, thank you guys so, so very much. And I will see you lovelies in the next one, okay? I'm so very proud of you and of the work you're doing. I'm going to say that all the time because I feel the shift in you guys' energy, and I know that you guys feel better. I know that you guys are improving. I know that your life, in some types of ways, is looking up. It's doing better, and I'm so proud of you. It is hard. It's hard to walk through that dark night. It's hard to face those feelings, those emotions, those traumatic events in your past. It's hard to say, yes, I need help. Yes, I need to face these addictions. Yes, I need to leave those toxic relationships. And I'm just so proud of the work that you guys are doing. You guys amaze me every day. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, keep doing it. Keep it up. Thank you for the work that you're doing here for yourself, for your family, for your bloodline, for the energy here on earth. I appreciate you so very much. All right. And I will see you lovelies in the next one. Bye.